And let's add, oh, let's do the other way around. That's the way. All right, good evening, everybody. There's 4 people on the stream. As you can see, this is what we're going to be painting tonight. And I will paint it. I will finish the stream when we finish the flat layers of the painting. Stop this lighting. Ooh, that's scary. Maybe like that? No? Yep, so we're gonna color this Hulk. We're gonna use acrylic paints. That's another question. I don't know if I have enough acrylic paints, enough green, enough purple. It's pretty much all the colors we're gonna use. Anyway, we'll tackle that together when we get to it. First of all, are the levels okay? Can everybody hear me? All right, cool. Okay, I'm just gonna move the camera a bit forward, a bit back. Maybe, yeah, maybe like that. Gary Brown, good evening, Gary. Gary writes, all good. Thank you, sir. Thank you for checking my levels. I hope you're having a good night. Gary, are you a fan of the Hulk? I am. And I said on the previous stream, this is a Hulk poster for a little boy, my fiance's nephew. So yeah, it's going to be cool. But first of all, as I said, we're going to do some more pencils to define some good details. I'm happy with the proportioning. I'm happy with the size of how, maybe I would want Hulk's head to be a bit smaller, but it's looking okay. I think this angle is a little bit too low of an angle. I might put you guys a little bit of a higher angle. And I have this tripod, so I might put you guys a bit higher. Let's maybe like this. And we're gonna turn it around. Maybe, okay. Yes. Maybe I need this one. Gary Brown. Gary wrote, at what point do you decide on your lighting for the scene? Oh my God, that's an amazing question. Very good question. Okay, before I set the tripod up, what I do for my lighting, I keep it very simple. I don't try and overwhelm myself with how the composition is going to look, how it will affect the lighting, the colors. That's why I have my current process 4 steps. Let me just turn the music down. I have 4 steps, and the lighting happens from where I consider the lighting and actually make some lighting adjustments to the paper is at step 3. So from step 1 to, you can not even think about lighting, and that's okay. You don't need to overwhelm yourself. But at step 3, this is where I start to consider the main lighting source, secondary lighting source, white highlights, 100% blacks. So you have contrast, right? You have your white highlights on one side of the spectrum, on the other side of the spectrum, you have your black shadows. There's 100% black, white highlights, 100% white. For me, for my work, I like to create that high contrast look. Super vibrant colors, super high contrast with some nice mid-tones, some nice tonal grays in the middle. Right, so at stage 3, at stage 1 and 2, I'm just all good. If I don't want to think, if I don't want my brain to work, if I just want to do the damn piece, you know, I can just keep going, make sure my proportions are great at stage 1 pencils, make sure the composition is how I want it to look like. The fundamentals of the drawing is good, acceptable to me. And step 1 is very crucial, right? So, because no matter how much detail you put at the very end, throughout the whole piece at the very end, it's still not going to look right if your proportions are off, if your composition isn't good, if the foreshortening of the limbs, the perspective, the shape, the silhouette that you've created to identify who the character is. For example, we want Hulk, we want to see big muscles, big biceps, and you want to create that with the silhouette. It's at stage 1, your pencils, right? With Wolverine, you want to see claws. So creating the shape, creating the silhouette and how that affects the page, you want to consider that all at stage 1 for you to be happy and acceptable and say, okay, this is looking exactly how I want it to look. Also a note on that, I usually, when I feel like I have some good proportions, I stop and have a coffee and leave it for maybe 30 to 1 hour. I have a break for about an hour and then I come back with fresh eyes. And then I usually see some things that I want to augment, maybe make the head smaller. Maybe, maybe something was wrong. Maybe the hand is too small. Maybe the hand is not strong enough. You know, maybe the toes are off. So these are the things I would consider. But to answer your question, at what point do you decide on lighting for the scene? At stage 3. So this is stage 2. Stage 3, I will consider lighting. Maybe if I feel engaged, if I feel like I want to think about the piece, if I want to churn some brain power, I'll think about towards the end of stage 2, flat coloring, where the 100% black shadows will be, the 100% white highlights will be. And from there, I will usually like segment these areas off with a black pen or with a white highlighter. It depends how I feel, but usually stage 3 is what we want. Answer your question, sir? 7 people on. Man, how is everybody doing tonight? Good evening. So maybe we should elevate it to like that. That would be a cool position, right? Maybe this will help. Maybe I need to push it back like this and put the lighting like that. Gary Brown, great. Gary writes, great answer, very insightful. You're welcome. Please ask me any more questions because these are the things I ask myself as well. I'm going to put you guys down. Hang on 1 sec. I'm going to put this tripod a little bit lower. And boom. 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 Yeah, with like my art pieces, honestly, a lot of the brain power happens conceptually. Like, man, I have this really cool piece in my head. I draw a thumbnail. Sometimes it looks nothing like what I see in my head. So I'll leave it for a day and just come back to it the next day. But executing the piece after conceptually, I think it's going to work. Executing the artwork will probably take maybe a couple of hours, you know. Jason writes, Jason Clark, good evening, man. How are you? Jason writes, that was a great and in-depth explanation. Much appreciated. You're welcome, brother. Good to see you, man. Good to have you on. I've been meaning to message you if you've got any more Marvel Masterpieces 2020. Dude, I still love that. I still love Dave Palumbo's art, man. It's amazing. Let me just do an angle check. If I have you guys here, would that look cool? Yeah, let's look all right. Maybe around here. Yeah, that looks all right. Let me just put you down on my little gorilla tripod. If I angle you guys properly. All right, it's time to grab this little piece. What can you guys look at? I'm just gonna. Oh yeah, you guys can look at yourself. Jason writes, gonna wait on EPAC, I think. Yeah, man. I think that's a very sensible thing to do due to the fact that, man, all the physical boxes have been sold, right, from Upper Deck. So that means if all the physical boxes have been sold, that means the people holding on to these, such as resellers, onto the physical boxes, who've already bought the boxes, are selling said boxes at an extremely high price, right? So they are dictating the market in price-wise, not Upper Deck anymore, which is interesting. Anyway, who cares? I do, because I love Marvel Masterpieces. All right, guys, I'm gonna lift you guys up. Let's see how it looks. What do you guys reckon? Much better? Yeah, I think that looks much better. Okay, I don't need this Gorilla tripod again. Very handy thing. Put it here. I'll put my color guide on the other side. This is a very handy piece of paper because it just has little bits of examples of the line work that my current pens and brushes can do. This is the metallic paints that I have. This is the metallic pens that I use. A lot of fine liners here. That's just a good reference point of what it can look like when it's dry. You know what I mean? So let's leave that there. I think you guys are good, huh? I think we can do something with that. And I don't think I need this piece. This would usually go on a tripod as well, and I can angle you guys more specifically. All right. Okay, let's make sure I don't knock anything off. Maybe I'll put this over here. Yeah, cool. All right, very good. Some things I want to consider. Also, I have a reference image that I use, and this image in particular is a sketch card that I've already created and that I've given away. Let me show you guys. My reference image is this card. Let me just lift you guys off. Show you on my laptop. This is the reference image that I'm using. I want to create that image on here, right? So that's why you'll probably see me look to my left numerous times. Okay, let's do it. What I noticed is that I want to double check that I've got the proportions are down, correct. I'm happy with that. And that I want to add some more details on top of things before I apply some paint. So let's just double check. Yeah, massive bicep, huge, huge vein here on his bicep muscle. So I just want to indicate that. Kind of hits his delts up here. His forearm muscle, and it kind of hits his wrist up here. And I want to indicate that this, oh shit, my head's in the way. I gotta go back. I want to indicate that it kind of goes like this. Correct? Right, and it kind of goes like that. Okay, let's go towards the thumb. Just adding some more details that I want to consider when I'm painting. Yes, when I'm painting, specifically at stage 3 and 4, when I'm shading. And then the thumbnail is like this. Massive thumbnail. This is overly an over wrinkle. Yep. About this. This is more like a knuckle. This is a joint up here. What about up here? Anything? Another crease in skin. Let's indicate a thumbnail, a fingernail here. I'm sure this will have a lot of shading. This is the thumbnail. This will have a lot of shading. This is another crease here, another crease there. And I'm just using a simple 0.5 millimeter mechanical pen, or as we call it in Australia, a pacer. Thumbnail, good. Crease. Oh, I've already indicated a shadow line, which is good. So then I'm going to do a crease here. Good. Maybe, is that supposed to be the thumb? No, is that supposed to be fingernail? Oh, I don't like that shape. Think about it. Maybe you should go off around like this. I think you should go off around like that. Let me just grab a piece of my blue tack. Yeah, much better. I use a piece of blue tack as a soft eraser. I also have an eraser or hard rubber because I don't want it to smudge. Sometimes erasers are too hard and they will smudge. That is neither here or there, neither here or there at this stage, but especially when using colors, you don't want colored pencils, anything smudge unintentionally. Good. Let's keep going. This hand, this forearm. Okay, what about his deltoids? His delts, baby. Okay, the connection to his lateral, his neck muscles, his trapezoids, his lateral muscles are here. Something I want to indicate there. Huge. I'll indicate this tension point here. Something like that. Massive creasing here. I want to show veins protruding here. That's good, that's good. His hair. Yeah, something like this. So this will be black. I'm happy with his face. Nipples around here. And yeah, nipple will be around here. What else? Yeah, that's good. I think I put all the information that I wanted. Oh, what about the knee? The knee foreshortening is pretty important. So let's establish that. Let's do a calf crease, back. There's some, oh, that's sliding. Let's address that later. Tendon creases here. Nails, toenails here. Oh yes, that's correct. Just indicate that quickly. Yep, yep. Pretty much there. It's cool. Other information that I need to put in? No, that's cool. Big crease here. Full indication. There isn't something happening here. So there's a knee shadow. So I have to consider a hard crease here. And then this quadricep muscle happens, or joins round about here. Okay, good. But pretty much his knee, this is his knee. With this, that's his knee pretty much. Good. Pants, fine. Good. Pant crease, groin area. Pant line. Ooh, that's some massive shadows I need to think about here. So I will accept to think about some shadows at this stage because it's a lot of shadow happening around here. So looking at my reference image, a lot of the shadow, the light comes from this angle. Yeah. So from the center down towards Hulk. So a lot of his top of his chest will be blown out, and then the underside of his abdominals and lateral muscles on this side will be very much in shadows and in black. Cool. Boom. So that's nice. Yeah, some shadows here I don't need to think about. So yes, the quadricep, his right leg quadricep happens here. I don't know what this is called, but he's like one of his 4 quadricep muscles. The main quadricep is up here. His hamstring is tension up there. Let's address this. So his knee looks like it happens around here. The ripping of his pants here. Straight lines. Some foreshortening perspective happening here. Good tension in the foot happening there. The heel, good. This is fine. Let's do the chest. So massive veins happening here, which is cool. Huge veins happening here. So it goes up to there. A massive arm bicep vein here. Okay. This is fine. Yep, no more. I don't need to add any more information. That's good. What about a vein here on his forearm? A vein there on the underside. Okay, on the top of his knuckle of his thumb, and then I want to segregate this area so I can keep it simple, is the top of his hand. Good. That's his massive forearm muscles. Maybe let's add that information here. Some veins there. Good. Good, good. And then this massive hand, his right hand. So let's create his first finger. Some more information about that. Some creasing of his palm, in the underside of his palm. Back here, good. And then I want to block out the area of his first finger and the shadow that's created. So let's go something like that. Cool. And if any, okay, let's have a break for a sec. If anybody's interested, I'm gonna have a sip of my coffee. If anybody's interested in wanting me to break open some packet of cards, I have some cards that I need to open, and I wanted to leave that with you guys. First of all, where did I put them? Good question. Oh, I got them. Found it. Oh, just hit my pencil. This is from Will Hurt. His Marvel Mystery Box. And I have these to open. I opened one pile, but I still have another pile to open. So, and I think which side did I? It's one of them. If you guys want me to open a packet of cards, let me know. Just write in comments in the chat, please. Otherwise, I won't do it. Okay, let's keep going with his hand. I want to indicate thumb, fingernail area. Let's do that. It's gonna be like this. And his middle finger, correct? Massive middle finger. Massive thumb, massive fingernail. No other information I need. Maybe a hint of a vein here. Vein there. This will be a lot in shadow. We'll handle that later. Don't need to think about it right now. Good. All right. Happy with that. I'm happy with this. So therefore, at this stage, yeah, I'm pretty happy with it. I'm just gonna take a photo of this, the pencils, okay? I'm just gonna grab, now here's the problem. Since my phone is the main camera, which is full HD, the next thing I'd use the camera with is my iPad, but that's with the second camera, which you guys are using. I mean, I've got no more cameras left, so. Well, I'll ask Corinne. Maybe I'll just use her phone. Baby? Let me see you first take a picture of the photo. All right, I'm back. So Corinne was nice enough to let me use her phone. How to use this thing again? Oh, boom. Let me just clear some shit out of the way. Let me just clear that. Oh, nice. Does it look good like this? No. Good. All right, I'll be back. I'm just going to give this back to Corinne. Thank you, my love. Okay. So always good to document your process throughout each stage, just so you can look back and see how you can improve and what went well in the process of making your art, and definitely for me what I can improve on. And that for me right now, what's big is being efficient in my workflow. Like, it feels good to get stuck in your work and just drift away and go down the rabbit hole of drawing, creating. But now, me professionally, I like to create work that I do at a good, efficient pace. So that's something I'm focusing on, being professional, dialing in on my process, dialing in on some techniques that I can simplify, not overwhelm myself, not overcomplicate the arts. Areas where I can objectify, be objective in how I look at my art, to see areas that I can improve while in the process. So yeah, I think we're good, guys. Some points here, like this guideline I don't want, so I'll try and rub it out a bit more. By the way, this paper stock that I'm using is supposed to be for watercolor. It is at 300 GSM, so it's quite thick. It'll retain a lot of water, which is helpful when we're going to use the acrylics. And watercolor, I'm just going to use the brush to smudge it off. If I use my hand, I'm probably going to smear the graphite lead pencil here, which I don't want. So just do that. Yeah, man. Anybody have any questions? If not, then I will go and grab some acrylic paints, which is just all the way over here. What I was thinking, since Hulk is green and my composition will just be purple, green, and white. They're pretty much the colors I want to use. The predominant colors, let's say, I want to use maybe this. Man, I don't have much paint, do I? That means I might have to mix some paint. What makes purple? Blue and red. Anything else I'll put over here? Maybe I'll need some blue. I'll definitely need some orange. Yellow, definitely. Definitely gonna need some white. Soften things. What is this? Black? Oh no, I might need that as well. Gonna need these. Pretty much gonna need everything. Am I gonna need this color? Yeah, probably gonna need that color for later. All right, good. Maybe not gonna need this lemon yellow. Let's put everything else. Damn it, not on the ground, man. Sweet. All right. I was thinking the other day as well, like to not waste time and be effective and efficient. What if I do think about some of the lighting at the flat coloring stage, just so I don't have to go over a layer of paint with black ink. Maybe that will be efficient in how I save ink, save paint, and save time that I don't have to go over the top of work. Maybe I should consider lighting and just writing a couple of notes on how I want the lighting to be at the flat coloring stage. Because like I made that comment earlier with I don't think about lighting at stage 1 penciling or stage 2 flat coloring, because usually these days I create sketch cards, so they're very small, at trading card sizes, and so it's okay if you can go back, like repaint on areas. Maybe I have an example of my sketch cards. Just a sec. Where did I put them? Here we go. I have a go like this one here. So, I mean, at stage 1 and 2, I don't think about lighting. And then what I've done is the shadows I've gone over on the top. It's just a blank. I might put my sketch card backside cover design on this. Man, that's a cool idea. So yeah, so maybe at this stage it could be fun if I considered some of the shadowing, some of the highlighting, just so I'd save time and not doing double the work. So which is fun, because then, oh, lens is going crazy. Focus on that. There you go. Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna do it. So let's just say I'm gonna start inking the 100% black, the shadow areas, right? So let's do that. Let's do it. I have my trusty Montmartre brush pen. I have my other Montmartre water-based fine liners. What else do I have? I have another Montmartre coloring brush. So these ones I cannot refill. So I want to use them up as soon as possible. I have my very favorite, and where I can't find it. See somewhere. I have my Copic, oh yes, multi-liner, which is one of my favorite pens. And luckily with Copic, these ones you can refill. So I use that very last. But we will use some of this to segregate the black shadows. And let's just have a look underneath. Underneath is fine. Yeah, it's 300 GSM. It won't bleed through or anything. And I will work from, since I'm left-handed, top right to bottom left. Okay. So I am thinking 100% black shadows. Okay. Let's start with his face because I want to create life within this piece as soon as possible. I want to give it personality. So let's go with his eyes. Man, heavy brow, huh? So let's just chuck it on. Have no fear. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, damn, this is not right to left. Yeah, a lot of shadows here. Maybe I should get out of the way. Push down a little bit. So, sorry, Jason and Gary, that whole explanation earlier, I've just thrown it out the roof and I've just considered lighting at stage 2, the flat coloring stage. I'm open to change. As long as it's efficient, I don't have to spend more time. Shadow under his eyelid. Shadow under his brow. So just liberally adding shadows. Shadows under here. Oh, shadows under his nose, which makes sense if the light is coming from top, center, top down. Actually, I might stop the stream when it's at 8 p.m. and then I'll go have dinner. If that suits everybody else. Let's double check. Yeah, it's not bleeding through or anything. What else? Look at this. I want to get his mouth because his mouth is really prominent in this piece. Big teeth. Big chewing teeth. Something like this. This is his tongue. This is his molars. This is his indication of his gums. Teeth. There we go. The side of his mouth, massive. Maybe here. All right, and then here I'll show you an example of where I put in 100% blacks. So I've marked it out with this pen. So let's maybe use this marker or brush to join the black. Oh, this is very water-based. Huh? I'm just going to move my fat head. Sorry. Good. Actually, this is too soft. Maybe I'll use that for shading for later. What about this one? How does this look? This is finer, huh? Interesting. All right. It's a better pigment, that's for sure. Excuse me. As in, it's a darker pigment. It's not as shadowy. Okay, I'm happy with that. So that's his mouth. Boom. Let's go back with this pen. How about his ear? Oh yeah, there's something that happens here. That's 100% black. So something happens on the side of his face. That's 100% black. Cheekbones, nope, I'm going to shade that. Cheekbone crease on his nose, definitely black, huh? Goes something like this. It happens all the way down to like that. And it touches his mouth for some reason. It goes like that. Yep, so it creates that kind of shape. Maybe like that. It's definitely black. Cool. So we're definitely past stage 1. We're into stage 2. What is it? What did I call this? What did I title this stream? Clean lines and somethings. Okay, that looks good. How about the underside? Is it? No, it's still pretty cool. I hate bleeding. Bleeding on the underside irks me. I can't wait to put pupils on Hulk's face. Make him look very alive. Up until then, he just looked like a dead guy. To me, anyway. Some complex things happening on his lip. So let's go like this. Complex shadows. Let's go like this. Let's go like this. Nice, nice. And then his chin shadow here. Look at this. And creates a very strong jawline here. And let's maybe section it off like that. And in comics, you'll see inkers especially put a X marks or plus signs where it should just be 100% black. Quick comic tip. What else? What else is black, guys? Talk to me. What else? That is good. Yeah. Yeah, heavy. Heavy. Yeah, maybe like this as well. Yeah. Yeah, I'll leave that for shading. Oh, there's, yeah. Nose crease to cheekbone crease happens very hard. Up here. Let's follow it. Happens like this. And then happens. Damn. It happens. How does it happen? It happens. Damn it. It happens like this. Does it? Oh, yeah. So it happens like this. It comes out further like that. Good. Yeah, happens like this. Anything else that's black? This is kind of black. Huge frown crease. Black. No piece of black here. Oh, definite increase here. Good. Ear. The creases of his ear. Nothing around the earlobe. Oh, yeah, a little bit under the earlobe. Definite shadow around his eyeball. Definite shadow of his brow. Massive shadowing. Eyelid. Heavy eyeliner. Heavy eyeliner shadow. Okay, then let's deal with his hair. His hairline is all black for the underside anyway. Yes, so let's draw that. Yep. Yes, this is all black, baby. And so a little bit of light happens like this, maybe a little bit of light like that, but everything else, it's all black, baby. It's black. That's is black. Like that. That's it. That's the black parts of his face. And now I'm gonna put it in. Where did we say this is black? Oh, let me move out of the way. Right, you guys, I think I'm gonna move you guys a little bit further. I'm gonna angle it. Oh shit. Angle you guys a bit back. The only thing holding you guys up is blue tack. All right. Yeah, much better. Cool. Oh, let me move my big head out of the way. Focus on that. This is black too. Stage 4, we can blend it all together. It looks much better. Sure, I get in the way of the camera for you guys. Good. I kind of like this pen because it's very accurate while producing some very good black pigment, which I want. Good. Good. Just following the line of his brow. Then I'm going to the ear. Let me just cordon this section off. Okay, look at this. Side of his head. Good. All right. That's all the black shadow on his face that I think. Okay. Yeah, still hasn't blurred. Nice. All right, what do I think so far? Let me step back. Yeah. It's good to know. And with a very fine pen, let's say a 0.1, because I want to bring life to this character as quick as possible. For me, that happens all within the face. So, oh, and another thing I want to do with my art, no cross-hatching at all. So I want to get away from the comic style. I want to do full blending and make it look as much as a painting as possible. So blending, shading, then blending that shade, and no cross-hatching at all. I want to get away from the comic look style. All right. Okay. So that's something I have to keep telling myself. No cross-hatching, because I love to cross-hatch. But then I always look at the end result and think, man, it doesn't look like a painting, it looks more like a comic piece. So made a resolution, made a deal, no cross-hatching. Know what I mean? How good is this pen, dude? It's so good, so accurate. All right. Oh, there's a lot of shadow on his gums, on the top of his jaw, the top of his mouth, which I have not established. So even like almost here, they meet. Yes, even like here. Oh yeah. So this is a definite line, but then that line itself becomes thicker because of his lips. Like that. Yeah. Yes. Yes, y'all. Mm-hmm. For his pupils, I want to give him that mad look. So very undilated pupils. I want to give him that madness look, you know. Keep it like that for the moment. All right. Should we? Okay, let me go out from his face and just go with the black. Then that means let's go Let's define his jaw. Which is like this. And like that. This shadow with that shadow. This line like that. 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 Done. Cross that off. Put a fork in it. Top of his pectoral. What other lines? One here. Definitely here. Little one here. And when I put paint over the top or around it, well, especially over the top, it will a little bit, won't be so prominent. And there's a line here. That's about it. Earlobe. Okay. What about his jaw? Something happens with his trapezoid muscle, his jaw. Let's go like that. All right, let me ink that in. So I like the combination of this pen, this brush pen thing, and a 0.1 for some detail, which, you know what, I don't need because that's just wasting time at this stage. Good. Putting berries on myself. What is it? Putting borders on myself. All right. Hey, Jason or Gary, can you guys hear the music? Can you just let me know if I need to turn it down or if it's too much in the way? Good. Or whoever's in the chat at the moment. Nice. Kind of interesting to I have to stand up and double check my areas. Yep, that's good. Because sitting down and looking at your artwork from this angle will create some bad proportions. So luckily I've created some good lines as guides for me, and I don't have to think about my proportions. I just have to think about shadows, which is exactly what you want. Confidence in your work, for you to go into your flow, not overwhelming yourself, and just enjoying the process. Cool, good. So that's his chin done. So as I said, top right to bottom left. So I'm going to do his arm. All right. What am I thinking? Where are the shadow areas? Here. The shadow area. What else is prominent? Here. Shadow area. Definitely here. Definitely there. Up here. This. Very complex area. Here, that's. Yep. Good. This is a shadow area. What else? This is a shadow area. This crease is a shadow area. This line that I already established is a shadow area. Therefore, this whole area. Boom. And it goes up to like this. That's shadow. Let me just cross that off. Good. That and that. Let's say. What else? Oh, the side of his thumb. This is a shadow area. Good. That's the size. Yeah. That is shadow. Good. Cross that off. And oh, this is a shadow area. Definite markings here. All right, let's add that. Let's add these shadows with this pen. Good. And I really do like this pen because if you go more to the side, you can create some broad strokes, or if you go on the top, you can create some really detailed lines. Yeah, very cool pen. Surprising from Montmartre, huh? Montmartre as a brand are kind of introductory quality brand. I don't think they are at archival quality, and so to circumvent that, I seal my work with a UV varnish for anything to, of course, protect the artwork from things that can degrade it, like water and stuff like that, but also to protect what's underneath, the pigment quality from fading, degrading, blurring. Yes, and I always put that on at the end, which is a gloss finish, and it looks really cool. It's very professional. I like it. Some people choose to use a varnish that they apply themselves with a brush, but I don't think I need to do that with paper stock artwork. You know, maybe I do that with like a plasterboard or maybe like a canvas, but at this stage I'm fine to use the gloss varnish. I've had some good experiences with it so far. Okay, this is the negative area of his hand. This would be called a negative space, a negative zone, negative area. Oh, my head's in the way again. Sorry, guys. Have to make sure my posture is good. Good. All right, that's his hand done. Okay, let's keep going towards his forearm, because around this area it creates a lot of shadow. Let's go there. Yes, this whole underside is just shadow. Good. What I want to say about his bicep. It goes here, creates something like that. Create something like this. Create something like that. Good. Create something like that. Ooh. So the rounding off, let's say this, that, to like that. This is all black. This is all black. This is black. Oh, something cool happens. There's lines happen here. There's an indication of a vein. Same thing happening here. This is black. Good. Vein. Vein. Something, some shit like this. And vein shape happens like that. Like that. Good. Good. Okay, something happens like this. Yeah, okay, maybe something happens like this. Yes. All right, I can live with that. Yep, something happens like this. Of course. All right, so that middle part. Good. This is black. A little bit of shadow here. And this is all black. There's actually a lot of shadow happens here. A little bit there, that's good. A little bit of vein indication here. Yes, all the way up here. That's good, that's good. That's good. All right, let me use that other pen. We've got 10 more minutes, then I'm going to break for dinner, okay? And then I'll come back to you guys later to finish off the inking. Yeah, but let me know if you guys have any questions, if you have any comments. What are you guys eating for dinner? I feel like salmon. I think I'll oh yes. I think for the weekend I'll only stream for maybe an hour, and then I'll take some time to do a quick video edit and do a time lapse of either my Colossus sketch card or this poster. Where am I up to? I'm up to here. Okay. I'm gonna download some new music. Let's go to the. I'm sick of this playlist already. I'm gonna download some more music. Ooh, man, I really do like this ink. This is a good pen. Too bad it's not gonna last forever since it's not refillable. YouTube music. Muzak. What do I do? YouTube Studio. Audio library is where you go to. YouTube Studio, then audio library. Boom. Okay, where am I up to? Where's my reference images? Image. Good, here we go. Let me just double check that you guys are in Super HD. Camera. Back. Fast. No, you guys are only on low definition. Should be a bit better now. There we go. Thank you guys for the like and the love hearts. Thank you for those viewing. Great to have you here. Don't forget, if you want me to open some packs of cards, just shout out on the comments and chat, and I'll open some packet of cards. Okay, good. It's looking good. Okay. Boom. So that's his arm. That's his arm. That is his arm. Oh, there's a couple of lines that I missed. You got this. There's a huge vein that happens like this. Oh yeah, it happens like that. And then there's another crease that happens. I think this is the indicator here. And then on the forearm, there's another vein that happens like here. Strange vein, but yeah. All right. It's coming together. Oh, this is fun. I haven't done this in a long while. I haven't inked. Inking is so satisfying when you fill in those black areas and it looks exactly what you want it to do. All right, yeah, I'll do another 5 minutes and then this stream is done, huh? This song sucks. This song sucks. Kind of like, I seem to like a lot of hip hop on YouTube, which is pretty cool. Yeah, this is some cool shit. Good. What about, let's do his left side of his torso. Mm-hmm. Bone. Okay, his pectoral. Let's focus on that. It happens like this. That. This. Then there's a little bit secondary lighting, which I want to account for. Oh, here we go. Thinking of lighting again. There's the secondary lighting that I want to do, so I will allocate for that. So I don't do extra work by reworking over top of paint. This is black. Boom, boom. What else for the pectoral? No, I think that's about it. Yeah. Good. Just indicate his nipple. That's about it. Man, I already heard this song. Right. Not for me, this song. Downloaded it. Subway Dreams, already downloaded that. That sounds much better. Something relaxing. It doesn't make me feel so tense when I'm drawing. With my downstrokes, I want to feel very relaxed. And even more so with my upstrokes or side strokes. Good. It's coming together, look. Yeah, you can see some contrast happening. I think I'm going to leave it there, guys. I'm going to break for dinner. I'll come back to you guys with fresh eyes, a full stomach, and maybe another brew of coffee. Nah, probably not. I'm good. All right, I'll catch you guys later, huh? What do we got so far? Focus the camera. What do you guys reckon? Yeah, it's coming along. Let me stand up and have a look. Yeah, it's coming along. It's coming along. All right, I'll catch you guys later. Have a good night. Maybe I'll see you guys afterwards. Bye-bye.